Welcome to X Vision. This is Jane St. John, and this is a brand new video show. On this, our very first program, we're going to be bringing you an interview and video from Austin guitarist Ian Moore. Plus, we'll introduce you to two brand new bands out of California, Bracket and Boxing Gandhis, something from the band formerly known as Oingo Boingo, and we'll introduce you to Wayne McFarland and Ipso Facto. For our first video, a group out of Forestville, California by the name of Bracket, who after a lot of touring and having several gigs in San Francisco, released a full-length album last year on Caroline Records called 924 Forestville Street. But you know what? If you're ever in Forestville, California, don't look for 924 Forestville Street because it doesn't exist. This is Bracket with Why Should I on X Vision.
What if the sun don't rise when it's supposed to? What if the birds stop flying? When will the air turn thicker than water? If you love me, why am I dying? What if the sun don't rise when it's supposed to? What if the birds stop flying? When will the air turn thicker than water? Thicker than water. If you love me, why am I dying? Drilling all my oil for gas to get your car to speed. Killing all God's creatures for a jacket you don't need. Making up new poisons just to throw them in the sea. Burning down the jungle so you get your burgers cheap. What if the rain don't fall when it has to? What if the rain start drying? Yeah. The sun, when will the sun light the fire? Light the fire. If you love me, why am I dying? All I see are deaf ears until nature's won't bear. This is not the way to treat this life or death hotel. Nuking everything inside. supposed to. Stop flying. When will you end? Then water, if you love me, why am I dying?
It was a brand new video from the Boxing Gandhis on X Vision, a track called If You Love Me, Why Am I Dying? Kind of like a 90s version of Sly and the Family Stone. And you can check out Boxing Gandhis. They're presently on tour with the Dave Matthews Band and with Big Head Todd and the Monsters. Coming up next, the next two videos, two very diverse groups, but both with very, very commanding frontmen who have chosen to make statements about the state of this country in their very own unique way. First of all, Boingo. Back in the 80s, they were formerly known as Oingo Boingo. But the 80s are over, now it's just Boingo, and this is their first album in 4 years. The reason for that being, Danny Elfman, the lead singer, has been busy scoring motion pictures, mainly for Tim Burton, such as Beetlejuice, Batman, Nightmare Before Christmas. And with this first album, a little bit of a departure for the band. This video is really different. This is Insanity. Boingo on X Vision.
I'm so sorry, please forgive me. Who do I pray to straighten out this problem? Straighten out this problem, straighten out my mind. Straighten out this crooked tongue, this crooked tongue, this crooked tongue. My mind has wandered from the straight and narrow. My mind has wandered from the block you see. My mind has wandered, man just said so. My mind has wandered, I heard it on TV. And the block has wandered away from me. Imitate reality, insanity. Let's strive for mediocrity, insanity. Let's make believe we're all the same. Now that's the way. Let's sanitize our little brains, insanity. I'd love to take you home with me and tuck you into bed. I'd love to see what makes you tick inside your pretty head. I'd love to hear you laugh tonight. I'd love to hear you weep. I'd love to listen to you while you're screaming in your sleep. Are you the cure? I am I'm morally impure. I am a disease and I am unclean. I'm not part of God's well-oiled machine. Christian nation, assimilate me. Take me in your arms, set me free. I am part of a degenerate elite, dragging our society into the street, yeah. Do you think you're better than me? Do you want to kill me or befriend me? The alcoholic bastard waved his finger at me, and his voice was filled with evangelical glee. Now, sipping down his gin and tonics, while preaching about the evils of narcotics and the evils of sex and the wages of sin. has wandered away from me. The white folks think they're at the top. Ask any proud white male. A million years of evolution, we get dead anyway. Chinese box. On Sundays I would pray for you, so it would never stop. I'd love to hear you laugh tonight. I'd love to hear you weep. I'd love to listen to you while you're screaming in your sleep. I'd love to soothe you in my voice and take your hand in mine. I'd love to take you past the stars and out of reach of time. I'd love to see inside your mind and tear it all apart. To cut you open with a knife and find your sacred heart. I'd love to take your satin dolls and tear them all to shreds. I'd love to mess your pretty hair. I'd love to see you dance.
Oh, I want to tell you something. Let me explain. It came to me the other night. I had such a terrible fright. I went out on the highway. I thought it was the end of my days. But then I held my hands up in the air. I told myself I couldn't get. If I just sit down and think about it, I could change. I think I will hold on for another day. Hold on, yeah. I think I will hold on for another day. Hold on, yeah. Talked to my friend the other night. He said things weren't going right. Things were going in and out of style. Everybody was running wild. All the kids on the streets were high, trying to find the big lie. Robbing and stealing for money, just to find a little white fun. Now what can you do? The government's lying too. The homeless in the streets are dying, and the crack babies are crying. Oh, what can we say if we just bow our heads and pray for all the people to make a better choice and find a harmony in our voices? Hold on and pray. I think I will hold on for another day. Hold on and pray. Hold on for another day. Hold on and pray. I will hold on just a little bit longer. Let me say this to you. What can I do or say? Things don't always go yourself and don't be no one else. No, no. For another day. Oh, yeah, yeah. I think that we longer day. That's it. I think of you. Another day. Another day. Listen, can you hear me now? Mother, can you hear me now? We must join together, united we stand, divided we fall. One aim, one goal, one destiny. We can see it. We have to live in harmony. This is for my mother, yeah. Mother Maxine.
You're watching X Vision, and that was a track from Wayne McFarland and Ipso Facto. It's called Hold On, and that was off of their most recent CD called Welcome to Jamaica. To wrap up our very first X Vision, I have an interview with guitarist Ian Moore. And Ian's from Austin and is quickly earning a reputation as one of the new great guitar players to come out of Texas in a long, long time. We had a chance to talk to Ian about his blues roots in Austin, growing up, and listening to guitar greats such as Stevie Ray Vaughan, and also the direction his music is going to take next. Check this out. Ian Moore will follow it up with this video, Harlem, right here on X Vision. Ian has just gotten off of a 3-month tour with ZZ Top, is that right?
Well, about a month and a half with ZZ Top, but a long time on the road, definitely.
Yeah, you've been on the road about a year now, right?
Yeah, pretty much nonstop.
How's it been?
It's been great. I mean, it's a year on the road, you know. It's seen a lot of things, done a lot of things. Been a lot of times I was glad to be there, and there's been a lot of times I wish I was home.
You just released a live album.
Live from Austin, yeah.
How many songs on that album?
It's a 5-song, it's an EP. It's a real laid-back thing. I mean, instead of releasing a full-length album, which we're going to do in the spring, we just wanted to kind of, on one hand, show everybody what the band was like live, and on another hand, we had 2 new songs, one of which wouldn't have really worked out for a regular full-length album, and we just wanted to put something out, so we did.
Who are some of your blues heroes?
Oh, got a lot of those. It really depends. I mean, as far as guitar players, I mean, there's so many. I mean, you know, now I'm really in all this slide stuff. So right now, say like, you know, J.B. Hutto, Robert Nighthawk, Hound Dog Taylor.
Ever heard of Johnny Shines?
Of course, yeah, Johnny Shines.
Great.
A lot of that stuff. Lightning Hopkins, who's from Texas. Albert Collins, Albert King, B.B. King, Otis Rush.
Do you ever get tired of hearing some of the comparisons between you and Stevie Ray? This is what I'm reading a lot, and I hear a lot. You and Stevie Ray, and this, that, and the other.
I don't get tired's not really the right word. I mean, it gets a little bit old.
Sure. Because you want to develop your own style. You want to.
It's not even just from a personal level. I just wish that people, especially in music and art, were able to look at things in individual terms. But unfortunately, everything has a comparison. You know, it's like purple's like blue. You know, orange is like red. You know, it's like it's how people think. Well, see, the thing is that the thing that upsets me about the comparisons is it really makes me almost have to belittle the role he did play in my life, which was a big one, but it was one that was equal to a lot of other players. He told me a lot of things, as well as Keith Ferguson, Paul Ray, Jimmy Vaughn, Denny Freeman. I mean, all these guys musically and personally helped me so much, you know.
Which direction do you want to go in?
Well, my music is, like my life, it's much more complex, I think, than people would initially expect. Music, in one sense, is much harder. Not harder as in hard rock, just darker, but it's also lighter. I'm just exploring. I'm becoming a better songwriter and going off in different tangents. It'll always be bluesy on some level, always.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely not going to make a blues album the next record.
Inside a glass shell, you say, keeps us from home. My music's playing loudly, and people gather round. They wonder what we're doing in their part of town. I try to reach out, and touch my brother's hand. Walls are too thick, Lord, it just makes him must be something wrong. If we just listen closer, we might just get along. So wake me from my sleep now, take me from my dream. Don't leave me here at Harlem, you made the streets so mean. This ain't no revolution, this ain't no civil war. Riding through Harlem in my bulletproof car. Now the signal's changing, they change from green to red. I see a confrontation, it's lying dead ahead. It all seems so familiar, part of an endless scene. You find it so peculiar when you're the one in need. Now you're talking and saying, now it's me versus him. But I don't pick the sides and I don't wanna win. So don't call my number and ask to fall in line when you don't have solutions and you've run out of time. Wake me from my sleep now, take me from my dream, and I'll take you down to Harlem. You'll see just what I mean. This ain't no revolution, this ain't no civil war. Riding through Harlem in my bulletproof car. Wake me from my sleep now, take me from my dream.
presents the Ian Moore Band, and they're cruising through Harlem in their bulletproof car here on X Vision. That's going to do it for this time. My name is Jane St. John. Be sure to join us next time for X Vision.